guys, welcome back to my channel. This time we'll be looking at a list review for the H2O tournament for the Netherlands. It's a practice tournament in November, and we'll go through the list. So me and a mate of mine were also participating in the tournament. With me I have Harmelen or Lace. So what do you think of the list in general?
Yeah, I'm happy to see a lot of orcs again. I haven't played against the new orcs a lot, so it's going to be a good practice or a test run. So I'm looking forward to that. And also surprised with the cool list. The Sunstall just one, that's me, but a lot of cool players there as well.
Yeah,
So,
I think there's like 2 or maybe even 3.
Yeah, more than expected.
So in general, it's an event with a total of 30 people, more or less. So you would expect every army about twice. We will see what's going to be there. So the idea is to just go through all the lists quite shortly. Spend like 2 minutes on each, and then we'll get a good overview. So what do you think of the list of Balbin?
Yeah, I've got my tablet here on the side, so I'll be looking at the stats. So it's a bit easier. Like I said, I haven't played a lot against the new orcs. So my experience is mostly from the old list. So in that case, I can admit immediately that I don't know what the goblin characters do. However, this one looks pretty straightforward. And the giants, the triple giants with the troll unit, I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I think the goblin characters in general, just the wizards are just plain wizards.
Mm-hmm.
And the combat output of the demagogues or whatever they're called is just basic goblin stats. So it's more the goblin maulers or what they're called that have a bit of a higher combat capability.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the trolls, I'm really curious to see how they do now that their rules have been quite severely changed.
I have played against them, and they only have 2 attacks. That doesn't sound a lot, but they strike back if they fail their fortitude save. So
Yeah.
the same as the flies from the demons.
Yeah, but they still have to make the test, right?
Yeah, so if you have flaming attacks, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
If you do, you don't have flaming attacks, then they have a nice output.
Yeah.
And like this unit, it's only 400 points for 6 trolls.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah,
I do prefer the other ones with the distracting.
Yeah. In general, I think it's a well-balanced list. There's not that much ranged pressure from the list, which I would certainly include with orcs because just 2 bolt throwers is just so easy to squeeze in. But it can do quite well.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of magic.
And a lot of magic. I think it's quite rare to see channel 3 or higher in orcs. But this is a lot of magic, yes.
Yeah, Crown of the Wizard King as well on the warlord.
Yeah.
And then 3 adepts.
Yeah.
1 more apprentice. It's like 10 spells.
Shall we have a look at the next one?
Yes.
So this is one of the Kingdom of Aquitaine lists. So to me it sprang out already that it's actually a person who's using the Friar's Lanterns. I've never seen them being played.
No, I do believe what I heard about it is like super good chef. Like really good.
Yeah, they went now to March 16, I believe. And they deduct the advance and march of your opponent.
Yeah, so scout and an flying 816.
Yeah.
Ghost trap. Sweeping attack.
Yeah, and for 120 points, the only thing you need is something that can go stand the form of somebody else.
Yeah, look at this. The enemy unit suffers 1 or more hits with grind attacks or sweeping attacks from the Fire Lanterns suffers the following effect. -3 advance and -3 Mars rate. That's crazy. Especially against Kingdom of Aquitaine who needs the charge range.
Yeah, and then you pair it up with a unit with Banner of Speed and you have quite a big difference in charge ranges.
Yeah, which he has. You guys can't see it because the video is there.
Oh,
But
yeah,
Knights of the Quest, Banner of Speed.
So the only thing I was a bit surprised by is that he only has basically the standard knights, 1 unit of special, and then that's it. So
Yeah, he does. Hippogriff.
yeah, and the hippogriff, but I don't know if he has enough combat pieces to really go for a full game, basically. Like the
What do you
12.
think if he uses the 12 knights in combination with the hippogriff? Should be enough, right?
Yeah, it's enough for like a combat.
Yeah.
But if you want to kill 3 units with this combination of 2 units, then it might become difficult.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
let's see how it
I
does.
think it's more of a list where you drag out the game a bit, and in the last turns you just try to take some points, and that's gonna be it.
Mm-hmm.
Want to look at the
Same.
other Kingdom of
Yeah.
Aquitaine?
Yeah, so this is my opponent. I have to play him.
Yeah.
I really like the list. Like, just 2 big blocks as well here.
Yeah.
The Knights of the Quest and the Resplendent. Both of them has the Castilian crest. So a reroll field to charge. But on the Resplendent,
Yeah.
like move 10 on the charge. And then with a reroll, you don't need a reroll.
Yeah. Because the reroll on the charges you get from honor from the Lord or something.
No, from the Castle and Crest on the
Oh, you
Lord.
can, yeah.
Banneret of the Quest also has it.
Yeah, so basically you go to advanced then, and then honor is that on the charge. I think you get 2 attacks extra or something.
Yeah.
It's a bonus on the charge, which makes sense if you go for such a charge dependent unit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know
it's gonna
if
be
I'm
interesting.
missing a chaff unit for this list in specific.
Yeah, I think he does. Like the enlisted outlaws, they're not fast enough to
Yeah,
be a real chef.
like
Maybe if he's
if
playing
you
back and holding back, but
you really need to get the charge with your unit, then I would try to just take all the tools that you can get to ensure that you can get the charge.
yeah, he does have movement 10 with a reroll, so he probably gets it anyway.
Yeah. So if it goes wrong, it's not bad anyway, because the enemy will still be on a long charge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, so then we have chosen of Sigmar with Vampire Covenant.
Yeah, this is Kai. We know
Yeah.
Kai, of course.
Yeah. So basically, this is the list that I played against with some slight modification at the WTC, I think. Yeah, at the
No, at the
WTC.
ETC.
Or ETC.
Was the
Oh,
ETC
ETC. Yeah,
played
it was ETC.
for Argentina, I believe.
Yeah. So double Shrieking Horror, 9 raids with some movement spells.
Yeah.
It was a list that a lot of our teammates were really afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
My match personally was quite good for me, I thought. So I'm not really sure what everybody is afraid of.
You know it from my list.
Yeah.
Yes, so much stuff to handle armor.
Yeah.
Is the Winged Reapers, are they new
They are
in this
new
one?
in the list, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
I wonder why he done it.
I would have to think what he removed. It's also for the crumble, I think. So you have a BSB, you have the Reaper, so you can get a -2 on crumble, which is quite decent, especially
That's
for
quite
these gigantic models.
yeah, but only for the gigantic models.
Yeah, I mean, it's 800 points on the horse, 760 on the Revenant, another 500 on the horde, then you're at 2000 points.
This is his army, and then the ghoul unit.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
So if he messes up there, then it's
Yeah.
already done.
I think it's a list that a lot of people are afraid of, mostly because of the magical movement for the raids. But if you
Mhm.
layer your army in 2 waves, so that the raids don't have a spot to land, basically, then it's a way more manageable matchup.
Yeah, but with the movement spells.
Yeah, then you can pick 1 unit that you can go through, and then you have a
He doesn't
counter
have a
charge.
lot of movement spell, does he? He has the
Uh,
Unholy Tome.
he has the Unholy Tone, he has the Champion on the raids, that gives him an extra movement spell. And
Mm-hmm.
that's it, I think.
Only 2 this time. I thought he had 3 before.
He had 3
Not
before,
sure.
yeah. But I think this is the way to go maybe, because then if you really want to move, you use 3 dice on the tome and you use 5 dice on the rage champion.
Should
And
be enough.
if he dies, yeah, then sure, the champion dies.
Yeah. What does Fatala do?
It's the new von Karstein. I looked it up. They renamed the bloodlines slightly.
Mm.
The Strigoi is still Strigoi, Lamia is still Lamia. Blood Dragon became Sangreal, and Karnstein Vitala, and Nosferatu became Lich.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah, so probably to just make the distance to Games Workshop a bit
Yeah.
better. Let's go to the next one, I guess. We have Undying Dynasties with one of our players that has been playing Undying Dynasties for quite a long time now. He went full Shah Guardian Sphinx build.
Yeah, and then 2 units of chariots with a character.
Yeah, yeah. I
Really
think
static list. Really cool.
this one is really close to the lowest model count list you can make in 9th Age.
Yeah.
Because in the end he has not even 30 models, I think he has 29. Yeah. Yeah. It's
No, he has 30.
30? 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
with
Oh,
4
30.
characters.
I miscounted,
Yeah,
yes.
with triple Sphinx, 2 times battle, 1 times Dread Sphinx.
Yeah.
They went down in price. Um,
Do you
I think
think
it
they're good
went
in the
down.
current meta?
Yeah, definitely. The Resilience 8 is just amazing.
Hmm.
And then especially with this kind of list, you can try to block someone and then charges in with the chariots. Only if someone has a
Yeah.
big unit or a lot of ranks, is not going to do anything.
Yeah.
And if the chariots get charged, it's the same. Then he's fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the chariots are still surprisingly tanky because they just have so many wounds. Nobody will go through in one go. So you will always have your counter charges as well if somebody charges your chariot.
Hmm. He does have the no marks. I believe they still get, because they're Legion chariots.
Oh, then they
Do they get
get the 5 up
fortitude?
regen or something? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm not sure. And then the Hierophant on foot.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of magic there.
Hierophant on foot.
Yeah, Sandstorm Cloak. I
And he
believe it's.
has no single unit to go into.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need to. I played because he got the big guys. He can always hide there, and with the terrain, even the skeleton cavalry is enough.
Yeah.
So he should be able
Yeah.
to hide.
Could
And I
also
think
be
he.
that the Sandstorm Cloak is just cheaper than a steed for this guy.
Yeah.
That could very well be.
Yeah, yeah, but if he is a steed, he's getting tall, so then he
Yeah.
can't hide behind the cavalry again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Cool list.
Yeah,
Then he also with vampires.
yeah.
It's a bit of a different list. You relies a bit more, I think, on the core also with skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, big time.
yeah, I feel like this list has a bit of issue with not really knowing where to go, which direction to go. Because for like a setup with a Wizard Master on Occultism with extra range, I would say that you want to pair it up with just sturdy bunker units, like big units of casts.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you really want to go for the double vampire spawn, you just want buff spells to buff up your vampire spawn.
Yeah, and he will grow, so he can do a lot. I think, like playing the game, saying, "Oh, we go fight here," or "We're gonna fight here." He can.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it in English.
Yeah, it is quite a flexible army in
Yeah.
the way it
Yeah.
can respond to opponents.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a lot
It's.
of different tools. I'm
I
just
think it's really
worried.
good for a team tournament.
Yeah, I'm just worried that it's a bit too much jack of all trades, and in the end, you can't really do anything with it. But
Yeah,
it's
they need.
also it's my experience with vampire counts where you pay for an entire magic phase and then you end up having just a normal caster with channel 1 and that's it. So
Yeah,
also in this list, if you look, he has channel 1, I believe.
one master.
Oh, he has channel 2 because of the champion on the raids.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. And then he is spending close to 2,000 points on his characters. He has 2 characters that are somewhat fighty, but they won't win up against other combat characters. And he has a
And
700 point wizard master. That's just a
yeah,
normal master.
they're strong enough to take out some units like
Yeah,
chariots or other shooting staff, smaller units, stuff
yeah,
like elves. I think you're gonna have a great time against elves.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I might get surprised by the results of this army.
We'll see.
We have Etche, who's playing Dread Elves.
Is
What
he
do you?
playing?
Well, he's the reserve player. He's also the organizer of the tournament. So I think he's just bringing his army just in case.
Okay. Yeah. I hope I don't have to face this army. It's crazy. I
It's
was
crazy how many units you can put down with Dread Elves, yeah.
yeah, but that not that the fucking judicators, obsidian guards, and they all strike before you. Temple guard. Oh,
Yeah,
I have, and I'm still hitting you on twos, still winning on threes.
yeah.
It's yeah, it's amazing.
There's like this one spell which is called Pentagram of Pain.
It's gonna bring
it's
a
not
lot of pain. Yeah,
a lot of pain.
yeah, and then one assassin with a adept general.
Yes. So his entire army is discipline 8, except for the Obsidian Guard and the Chariots, they're discipline 9.
Hmm.
But the Obsidian Guard give reroll panic within 6 inches.
Yeah,
So,
only 3 spells, right?
yeah, 4 because he has an Adept, he has the Magical Heirloom, and then Senron's skills is the Bound Spectral, I believe.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah,
So, yeah, it's just sufficient, but it's like 330 for a fully functional magic phase.
yeah.
And the general.
Mm-hmm. No, like I said, I don't want to face this list. My conclusion.
Yeah, I think if you face shooting like with Dread Elves is always the case, then you're gonna have a problem. Um, and for combat, I think it would be valuable for him to have one bigger unit, just in case you really want to just kill one unit of your opponent. Like one of these Temple Militant units could be just a full unit.
Mm.
Like you sacrifice one unit of Corsairs, you make one unit big.
This list is also gonna have a lot of trouble with the orcs and goblins, I think, because they have
Yeah,
decent shooting and pretty big blocks.
yeah, Orcs and Goblins is nearly always a bit of a difficult one for Dread Elves, just because there's orcs left over that can hit back.
Yeah, yeah, and that might be enough.
Yeah,
Also, the iron chariots that you see a lot.
yeah, yeah, they're gonna do some carnage.
Yeah, definitely. Unless they die against the hunting chariots, but
Yeah, yeah,
no,
I'm interested to see how this is gonna work out for Edwin over the upcoming months, because I think this is mostly what he's gonna try to play.
yeah, I
Quite
am missing the
curious.
altar there. He used to play the
Yes.
altar.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I would definitely include it just for the fearless, mostly on the adjudicators or immune to fear. Because in a list with discipline 8, if
He
you
always
have
gonna feel something.
it's
Yeah,
just the fact that you cannot pursue even in combat if you want to. That is quite killing sometimes.
yeah. I'm seeing the next name. Looks familiar.
Yeah, that's me. I have no idea how this list works. I do my best.
Well, you did show me yesterday.
Yes. Yeah, I've just been playing around with voice a lot now, and now I'm basically testing out the Helmars. And it seems like this list works quite well. Yeah, but we'll just see at the tournament. I think there will be sufficient content on my channel still to not dwell too long on it.
Yeah, like I said about Danny's list, that he can control the board with his movement. You can do it even better with the Helmors and spawning all the portals.
Yeah, I feel like the Helmors have definitely increased in performance compared to the previous version.
Yeah, yeah, and then the 10 chosen with Sloth.
Yeah,
Amazing. So many.
so many attacks. Hilarion with Hybon Elves.
Yeah. Let's see.
So this is the more classical approach of having just two big infantry units in the Line Guard and the Flame Wardens. He still has another big unit in core, and then he has the big units of Rhymanites. It's been a while since we've seen such a Hybon Elf list, I think.
Yeah. Nice chef there. Just a scoring archer unit.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think the commander is going to go into the Flame Wardens. High Prince is likely going to go in the Lion Guard or maybe also in the Flame Wardens.
I do wonder if he has enough. It's like he can push forward, but
well, he has 4,500 points, so probably he has enough.
yeah, but the Knights of Rima, they are good. They need to charge, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the way the army is going to play out is that you push forward with the infantry blocks, keep the knights for your flanks. But then your opponent can likely just focus on one of the infantry blocks.
Mm-hmm.
So the line guard, I guess the character is going to go in there so they are stubborn. But I think, like, if you play against not that experienced people, then they will suffer sometimes. But if you play against more experienced people, they know how to handle it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a list that wins big.
Yeah, if it wins big, yeah.
If it wins big. Yeah. Yeah, but then he has to see a lot of combat. I think it's only the two big units that really matter. If you can avoid them, then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We have Empire of Sun Style.
Yeah, this is the list I'm playing. It used to be almost the same like your old list at the ETC in
2022. Yeah.
22. Yeah. It's just amazing. It's a lot of fun to see the models there on the table. But also the combination, 4 units that are pretty fast. And also great armor there. So yeah, if you don't face lists like the Chosen of Sigmar guy, then you should be okay to hold down some points.
Yeah, but even Kai, if he's gonna read through your Knights of the Sun Griffin one turn, that's gonna hurt. But then you just continue running. And you ignore the raids.
I just run away.
just run through and just kill his general. And
yeah, if he doesn't position him correctly, then that should be an option. No. Yeah, I wonder. So I have to play against Nico.
so
With
the
the
Kingdom
Kingdom
of
of
Aquitaine,
the second list, I believe. He's gonna get a charge probably with his move 10. If I can stand or chaff him, then I should have a chance. So it's gonna be a technical game. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, Truth of Time is gonna be a big one there, I think.
Yeah.
Then we have Pietro with Saurian Ancients. So he used to play Warriors of the Dragots, and now he's over to Saurian Ancients. I think his special thing in the book that he found was that you can put a Carnosaur in Raptor Riders, and then he believes quite a lot in that unit.
Not just one, 3 Carnosaurs.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so
Mod-wise, it's gonna be amazing as well.
I think the Alpha has to go alone, right? And then the other Carnosaurs can go in the Raptor Riders.
Yeah.
And then for the rest, he basically still has an army around it. Like he still has the Diamond Warrior, still has redirecting units. I have no clue why he got the Pterodon Riders.
For the magic,
For
probably.
the magic, yeah.
But still, they are pretty good. Also
Yeah.
in this,
Yeah.
a bit expensive as Jeff, but at least anti-Jeff. The marking lure there.
Yeah.
The combo charge with the Raptors.
Yeah, I think it's a list that can be surprisingly tough.
Yeah, very much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dwarven Olds! This is the most popular army for people to play against, right?
Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah, it's crazy. Like the Forge Wardens, they are doing really well.
Yeah.
Only problem is, I believe they are AP0 with the shooting.
Yeah.
With always hitting on 3 up.
Yeah.
Yeah, super nice. And so much shooting.
Yeah.
And then when you are in range, you can charge him, but he will just double flee.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun trade-off where you have to have enough units to be able to just deal with it and not be just having a failed charge every time. And also your units have to be sturdy enough.
Yeah.
So I'm actually really looking forward to the matchup of this list against the Dread Elves that are present. Because
why?
well, just there's quite a lot of Dread Elves, and they will win some combats here and there. But I think in the end they die.
Yeah, especially against the Forge Wardens.
Yeah,
Elves
that's
don't
true. That's true.
have armor, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good list.
Yeah.
It's tried and tested, and it's good. So. Another Kingdom of Aquitaine. This one, in my view, is a bit more balanced. I believe it's Lars who's playing this, and I heard some stories from him sometimes that sometimes he goes to tournaments and then he asks his wife to pick out the models he's going to play.
It's the fun part about this list. If you check all the list, there's a lot of duplicate stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this one is working, so I'll take 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah.
I can talk about because I take 3 units of Demigryphs.
Yeah.
And he, except for the Aquitaine Lord, doesn't have any duplicates.
Yeah.
So that's really nice to see.
I think with the Aquitaine Lord, he's going to moan about model invalidation because he used to have a BSB and now it's a Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And with a Master on Druidism still.
Yeah. No, I think it still has some competitive elements in it. But you could still optimize it further to go fully competitive.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a nice list. Last Shadows. I don't know his actual name, so we'll just keep it at that.
Keep it the next one, next list.
Next list.
Master Town.
I don't know. I think this is one of the few lists where you see a proper mix of orcs and goblins, and you don't get the upgrade that is. I don't know how to call it, but that is linked to either being only orcs or only goblins. Because he has a big block of veteran orcs, biggish block of orc marauders, and he doesn't have an upgrade for his general. The La Gardens. I don't.
So the veteran orc marauders, they are the bull riders.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And then the orc loner, with also on a boar. He can't join the unit, I believe, because he's a loner.
No. But this setup is quite decent, I think, in orcs and goblins, because the orcs all get extra attacks if you have something that is engaged in combat, and this guy can just run forward and go like, oh, charge me.
Yeah. And the Gogdok neophytes, really good.
Yeah, they did change, so I don't know exactly what they do now.
Still good, yeah.
I think they only have poison attacks now and no poison shooting. Something like that.
Yeah, but it's enough. And then 10 Nashers, with the Nasher Dashers.
Yes, the flying ones.
Yeah, you don't see them a lot.
I think they lost their impact hits, and that is the big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pity. It's taking the fluff out of them a bit, in my opinion.
That's a shame. But there's new fluff now. There's goblins that can run away and rally.
And the splatterer, is it the catapult or the one that shoots the medkit?
It is the catapult, but I don't know the rules.
And also here again, 8 trolls with the cave troll ones.
Yeah. I'm really excited to play against this list because I'm gonna learn a lot. Because the only thing that I have experienced is that feral orcs look really scary, but they're actually not that scary.
Not anymore, no.
Like the price difference between veteran orcs and feral orcs is justified.
Yeah, but also just round 1 of using your weapons.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
No,
Especially with a big block like this. It's supposed to have some grinding power.
Fluff, yeah.
No.
I don't even know what the minimum size for feral orcs is, because then you could also play like darts with spears or something, and they're like, yeah, if they run away, then don't really care.
Yeah. I could check maybe.
I'll go in the meantime to the next list. We have Warriors of the Dark Gods. So nowadays, looking at Warriors of the Dark Gods, I always think, should I play this list instead of what I'm playing?
The minimum size from the feral orcs is 25.
25. 25 is a decent size.
Yeah. Oh, this list. Yeah. When I read it, I was laughing so hard.
Yes.
The other day, we had a tournament, Bloodstorm tournament, the one that Lars is organizing.
Yeah.
And I heard his brother, Paul, talking about Gerard, like, he has a lot of warrior knights. I believe he said he had 70 warrior knights.
Wow.
So amazing that he's gonna bring at least half his army.
I was really happy that at some fair I once found 15 warrior knights, and I was like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and he already has 50 here, but still leaving 20 at home. Yeah, it's a shame on you, Gerard. You should have brought all of them.
Yes, just sneak them in, just
yeah,
play the counter. What do you think of units of 10 warrior knights with sloth great weapons?
If they act almost the same as your units are doing, the chosen ones, how much are your chosen units? Same points?
600. Yeah.
Just round, 600 round.
Yeah, I can go back, but I believe they're just 600 round.
So 65, you pass yourself. Down.
Oh,
You
I
pass
passed
yourself.
myself. That doesn't work here.
Further.
Yeah. Yeah, 600.
Yeah, but that's with Wasteland Toys. 580.
They were 600 and then they got discounted.
Yeah. Well, they are good, really good. Now you have the movement, but you don't want to march unless you just march in front of your enemy, and then next round you still have your slot again.
Yeah.
2 attacks each.
Yeah.
What about the support? Just
one?
Attack,
just one.
Just one. Okay, yeah, that's a pity.
I also looked at warrior knights as an option, and then with sloth I found that, well, you want to charge, so it doesn't really work. Because then you're charging, then you're striking the last, you only have 2 of armor, and you only have 10 wounds.
Yeah. So probably chosen ones are better, but this is way more fun.
Yeah. Well, at least that's my opinion.
I think it's amazing that he's going to bring it. I hope he's doing really good with him. Yeah, awesome. Just Resilience 5, 2 up armor save.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sturdy.
Yeah, also he has the alchemy, so he can go up to a 1-up. Reroll to hit if he needs it.
Yeah. So against our dwarven player, I think this one would win.
Yeah, definitely.
Too much.
You can just leave the chimeras in the corner, he doesn't need them.
No.
Just go forward.
Yeah. Malak, orcs and goblins.
Also orcs and goblins.
Orcs and goblins.
Yeah.
So these Turkish shades, I think these are the killy kind of goblins.
The assassins, right?
Yeah. So they have 3 attacks at strength 6 with great weapons, I thought.
Okay.
With battle focus hatred.
a list.
Or they have Weapon Master and then they can add things. Well, I don't know.
If you have a moment, Malak.
Malak.
There we go.
I like how everybody started to agree on the fact that an Iron Orc Loner just doesn't need anything else than a Grunter or Shield.
Yeah. So they have models without harness gain March and poison attacks, throw weapons 4 up with 3 shots.
Yeah.
They have distracting, and then 3 attacks, offensive 5, strength 4 because they have bad weapons, AP2.
Oh, they don't have the great weapons anymore.
No, I don't see great weapons here. Maybe I'm missing a special rule, but
okay. No, but
something cunning. No.
4 attacks, strength 4, poison, battle focus, hatred.
Yeah. He can also go on the on the beasties, but he doesn't have any beasties.
I think they have AP2, right?
Yeah, AP2. Yeah.
The Golden Reavers, they are the ones on the beasties, so he could do that, but with Bows and Spies, I believe they are fast cav. They don't really want to do that.
Oh, why not? It's
yeah, okay, you can put the 3 of them in.
Yeah, so it's 9 extra shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's not a lot of points, only 50 points. So.
No. What do you think of the choice of making the Feral Orcs the Antbashers? So then they become special, they become the BSB.
Yeah. It's the same, like they lose their weapons. So first round they're gonna do a lot of damage, probably.
Yeah.
The grinding power is I don't think it's there like the way it used to be.
Yeah, no, true. They're definitely a downgrade from the Feral Orcs from before, but also the price went down quite a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Only 435, but 2 times Legion, so you will probably go 5 wide. So you can go deep. Spears for the first round, and then the extra rule from the extra attacks.
Yeah, I think it's not even that bad actually.
With better focus.
Yeah.
It's the unit changed. It's no longer a big damage unit. It's more like a staying power unit maybe. But for the staying power, you might want to use some different weapons.
Yes.
So I don't know. I'm not convinced yet.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Iron Orcs, the small unit of only 15?
They used to be good.
Yeah, but
it's still one of your few options in Orcs to get strength 6, I think.
Yeah, but the same is the unit you talked about earlier, 435 points, and this one for 15 wounds is 325.
Yeah.
It has a champion, so 60 wounds.
Yeah, but you have the flexibility of Weapon Master as well. And I think they have plate armor now. So it's the only unit that can get to a 3 up with parry, with 2 attacks per model, strength 4, if you trigger the brute rivalry.
No more plate armor, so only heavy armor and a shield.
Yeah,
if they choose to use the shield. Yeah, that's why.
325 is a bit expensive then.
Yeah. Maybe just for scoring and leadership.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. Martijn. I played against Martijn, and it went horribly wrong. But that was mostly because I underestimated the Forsaken ones.
The Forsaken ones?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I went in. What did I throw in there?
No flaming, of course.
No flaming. I think I just put in warriors and I was like, yeah, over time I'll manage. And I didn't. Just because she has resilience 6, I believe, as well.
You do have the Wasteland Torch, right?
Yeah, so currently I changed my army since we played. It's gonna be a
because you
matchup for me.
Yeah. You only did it for Martijn, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I do notice he is using the demonic wings now. I thought he was using the Chosen Lord on the chariot before. I'm not sure.
I just played against this exact list, so.
Okay. I do like the demonic wings there. It gives him the mobility to choose where he wants to go.
Yeah.
Especially with the burning portent.
Yeah.
This,
The
you
only
don't have
thing
it.
I would say that I dislike is the fact that you're always in a unit of barbarians with the Lord. And barbarians bleed combat res. And burning portent against some targets doesn't really help that because you have 5 attacks that don't ignore parry. So if your barbarians are up against something normal, like, I don't know, Empire heavy infantry with some buffs, then you might as well lose combat.
But why does he have to be in the barbarians?
Yeah, he can also be on his own, that's true.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about having the demonic wings. Otherwise, maybe in the chosen.
5 chosen, yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But being targeted is quite risky for the Lord.
Yeah.
And then 5 chosen aren't gonna help.
Then he can hide behind Forsaken.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting list for sure.
It sure is.
I think it's not my cup of tea, but I can imagine that it can also do quite okay.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I've noticed with Warriors over time is that I don't want to spend 1200 points on magic.
Yeah.
Me in general, I don't like heavy magic investments.
It's pretty strong to have these kind of magic phases, especially with alchemy. So he can give the barbarians extra armor if he wants, or damage there as well.
No.
So the evocation is not on the battle shrine. Yeah. Maybe he should swap those around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't
you think?
I think the reason is that if you have a Wizard Master or Battle Shrine, you can take Rod of God. And if you're not a Master, you cannot.
I mean, like put the evocation on the
Yeah.
battle
Yeah.
master.
Yeah, so have a
And
added on alchemy then.
that's enough. I think for
Yeah.
this list is enough.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can get
because the last 2 alchemy spells are not going to help you that much.
No.
Whereas the last 2 evocation spells might help you more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, also the movement is pretty nice in this list.
Yeah. Yeah. But then the Veil Walker is the extra range and the reroll to wound and reroll armor for your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
That might be. I believe I talked to Martijn and he was saying that he really liked it on Silver Spike.
For the reroll to armor.
No, reroll to.
I know. Yeah. Okay.
I think that was the reason. Mano left his greater demons at home.
Yeah,
said,
just one harbinger only.
Give me stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I know he's talking about being a fan from the Veil Serpents, of the Veil Serpents. He likes them a lot,
Yeah.
especially for those points.
Yeah, he was saying that they were really cheap.
Mm-hmm.
With 490. Oh, it's including the wizard card, basically.
The wizard there. Yeah.
Yeah, so then it's quite cheap because it's just a unit of ogres with a small buff.
Yeah. And they can adapt with those 3 morphling rule, so they can choose. I will look it up.
Yeah. With flying.
Yeah, it's nice.
Don't know if you can take a second unit of Veil Serpents and if that would add anything to the list.
What would you like to take out?
That is also the question.
Yeah, right. Veil Serpents. Morphlings, so they can get mesmerizing plumage. That is -1 offensive and defensive with enemies in base contact, so that's nice for a support unit. Chilling Yawn, same, -2 agility. Or they can get Venom.
Venom is poison.
Yeah. So I think it's already
with a
nice.
wizard adept with reroll to hit, then you can get quite a lot of poison.
Yeah, and then they have the 2 units with the Succubi, also have the Chilling Yawn. So -1 offensive, defensive. That's gonna be.
But then basically you could change the 5 Eidolons for another unit of 6 Veil Serpents, right?
That's true.
But then you lose your magic.
Yeah, and he really likes also the Atlas.
Yeah.
With the accurate from the Hour of Despair.
It's funny, I've been talking to Manu a lot about his list.
Yeah.
And every time he has a game, he's like, yeah, I want to change stuff, and then he changes stuff, and then he's really happy with the list, and then he wants to change again.
Yeah, he's just trying out a lot.
He's trying out a lot, which is good. But then he's
Yeah.
really enthusiastic about everything that's in the list now.
Yeah, but the combination is nice. Nice. He has the hoarders, so
Yeah.
he can. So before his problem used to be armor.
Yeah.
Right now he has the Eidolons, so that should
Yeah.
be better because they you only pass your armor on a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you have a 1 up or a 5
Yeah.
up. Then is the hoarders to take down the bigger blocks, to
Yeah.
grind them down. The blood flies also work for the armor, strength 6, so also works for monsters.
Yeah. I think it's a list that in practice just works. Just in theory, it's just good.
He's changing a lot, but he's taking advantage of the things he learned, I guess.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's enough to just have one Harbinger instead of the bigger guys.
I think it's worth it. Like 6 blood flies, you could replace it with a kind of a basic greater demon for 700 points. I think I would rather have the 6 blood flies.
Yeah, you're less vulnerable against divination or cannons.
Yeah.
Or a lot of shooting.
Yeah. Orcs and goblins, we haven't seen those before.
No, have we? Yeah, this good is there. It's so nice.
Yeah.
For successfully charging or rallying a fleeing goblin unit.
Yeah.
So the successful charge is only for orcs, and then you take a veil token.
Yeah.
Now this list should have the 10 spells we've seen earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I like the list.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's one of these solid lists where you have like 4 combat units that just deliver.
Yeah.
And then you have some support, but not too much to not bleed on your combat units.
Yeah, but also the giants being there to support with the mounted block.
Yeah.
The guys, the marauders.
Yeah.
Veterans from some ranks. Also the feral orcs there with the bow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they don't need anything, they're gonna lose it.
I'm wondering why you took out the chariot mage. Because I don't know if 2 iron orc chariots, if that's enough.
It's working for the giants. I believe they can use their arm of the weapons. So then they have options for great weapons.
Okay. Oh, that's
Maybe
cool.
the combination. But also the iron orc chariots there, they're really good.
They are really good, yeah. They deal quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, they sure do.
Like the champion, if you have another unit in contact somewhere, gets to like 4 attacks for the champion only.
Yeah. And then the beloved mascot on the giant, I believe that's one is giving hatred.
Yes. Yeah.
To the unit he is touching, right? So it's a real support unit.
Yeah.
But
So,
being big brother and only 335 points. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. But giants in general, I believe they are around 335 if you have Big Brother and a giant club.
Okay. So it's still strength 6.
This guy is strength 5 because he doesn't have a giant club, I believe, and then he switched it out for beloved mascots.
So you need arm to the teeth to use the weapons from an orc unit within 12 inches or something.
Yeah.
And then the mascot gives the hatred.
Yes. In the first round of combat. So I think if you're being charged and then you counter charged with another unit, I don't know if that unit gets hatred or not.
Okay.
I just don't know.
No, and the head basher's trophy, what does it do?
I don't know. I have no clue. I think it's maybe the one that makes you automatically be triggered for the.
No, you can roll a d3 at the start of each round of combat.
It's the lethal strike or the lightning
Yeah,
reflexes or
lethal
distracting.
strike or lightning reflexes indeed. Yeah.
Which
And
is
they
quite
actually
good.
have and the grunters they have strength 5 AP2 on the charge, also devastating charge. Yeah, super nice. It's a good unit.
Yeah, yeah.
He might lose his shaman, who is also in there, but
Yeah, nobody cares.
is he though? Yeah, he is. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Cool list.
Yeah.
Mr. Savage with big surprise.
Orcs and goblins.
Orcs and
Well,
goblins.
goblins.
Goblins. This is
Yeah.
the first goblin list, right?
Yeah,
So this
goblins.
is this upgrade that I was talking about, the Darwin.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Big boss ball. Medkits. A lot of those Goktuks. Still
Yeah.
only 50 points.
Yeah.
And poison spears.
This is just a very efficient way of dealing with any kind of elf list, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
And
you're
then,
just gonna shoot stuff, magic stuff, and just don't really play the game.
and if you arrive, you can still face 2 times 8 holes.
Hey. Yep.
I hope this guy knows how to use copy paste.
Yeah. Yeah. It's. You also see these kind of lists with so many units at ETC sometimes, and then generally the players are quite fed up after the fifth game because they have to carry around so many models and everything dies and comes back and dies and like with Vermin Swarm, I was speaking to a guy once and he was like, yeah, I don't want to play Vermin Swarm again anymore because just because of the 300 models that I have to carry around.
Yeah, I didn't mind putting every one of them
Every
in
single lovely rat.
yeah. You do something. It's
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
there's
curious how this is going to work out. Because we have had some discussions in the Netherlands about goblins and how they would be amazing. So I'm curious if it's really as amazing as people thought.
you at least have a lot of options now.
Yeah.
So that's always nice to see.
Yeah.
And then
I think the thing that you're going to run into is that you don't have sufficient table space. Like, it's nice that you can automatically rally, but if you just ran off the board, then you can't rally anymore.
no, that's true. But if you look at this list, it's like it's a long list of characters, but they are all gone.
Yeah,
So
basically, this is your list.
yeah, and then the Nashes, they probably be Jeff.
Yeah.
The Goktuks, they ambush, I believe, so they will
Yeah.
go somewhere else as well.
So then,
Splatters.
this is your move. This is
Yeah,
your
so
list.
yeah, so this is okay.
Yeah. No, that's
And then
fair.
you can clearly see the bunker
Yeah.
with the ban of discipline being there, so he will be in the back. That's it.
Yeah.
The rest can go forward, flee, go forward again, and then
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
I wonder how he's gonna play it.
Yeah. We have a third Vampire Covenant.
Yes, also with a really expensive general again.
Yes. I think this is the most expensive guy at the tournament.
Probably almost 1800 points in characters again.
Yeah.
In 3 characters.
And your magic is just 3 adepts.
At least he has 3 channels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Also, it's nice to see the Baronites there.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Doing
played
3.
with them and I really felt like I could make them work, and in the end, it seemed like you can't.
Are you allowed to grow the ghouls? Not past starting size, right?
No, starting size.
Yeah. It's nice because he does have quite some options. If he takes a lot of heals,
Yeah.
he will probably stay. And then you have to bring 3% of characters
Yeah,
to take out the
I
rest.
played lists quite
Big
similar to
yeah.
this as well, and
Mm.
it does work.
The only problem is like you can't combo charge here. Like for
No.
instance, if you charge with the ghouls and then you put in your zombie dragon, They just take the combat rest from the ghouls and then you crumble.
Yeah, there's also no stubborn in the list. He does have a BSB, he does have a Reaper, so he can get a -2 on crumble.
Yeah, but is it enough?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. He has to choose his combat.
Yeah, and I think the playing field is quite tolerant to zombie dragons, right? We don't have that many shooting threats. Other than the orcs and goblins with their splatters and the dwarven list.
Yeah, but so far only the dwarf list is the only one that is really gonna shoot this one up.
Yeah.
And guess who he's paired up against?
The dwarven list?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Oh, that's a shame. Well,
Yeah.
he can still heal, you said.
It is refuse flank, so that's gonna save a little bit. If the dwarf player goes sit in the corner, maybe the ball goes in the corner.
These 30 forge ones alone are just gonna melt the ghouls and the skeletons.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting matchup, but
yeah. Well, finishing your game quick and drinking beer is also fun.
yeah, but Paul doesn't drink beer, so that's fine.
Yeah. Fun. Reinier with Highborn Elves.
Yeah, this is one of the old standard lists.
Yeah, I think it's quite similar to Furiance's list. Just tried and tested by now.
Yeah, really strong. Really strong.
Yeah, you have all the tools you need, and by the time you get to the Flame Wardens that are basically in the back with all the magic, then the game's over.
Yeah. Yeah, nice shooting, nice magic.
I see that he switched around his characters to make the High Prince no longer the Master of the Canary Tower. Might have to do with some point changes. I don't know.
Yeah, but the commander is in the back properly. So
yeah, could be as well.
He doesn't have to be in the Flame Wardens. He can go in the Archers even or in the
yeah, maybe this is even a better setup,
yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's just a solid list.
Yeah, very much.
I think mostly because of all this, so the mobility of the Phoenix, the Griffin, and the Initiate.
Yeah, nice combination. Mm-hmm. All right.
Shams.
Shams. Nice. Is it Sam? I believe.
This
Sam
is
from.
yeah.
Yeah. He's a really nice, like beautiful painted army.
Oh yeah, that's a nice guy as well.
Yeah, this is also interesting. Like a lot of different units again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only 2 times King Warriors, but for the rest.
Yeah, but they're even different because once they have the mentors and once they don't. So.
Mm.
So basically, deployment-wise, it's going to be important how he deploys because every unit has its role, and then you want to pair up the nice pairings.
Like?
Like, I don't know, Stygiusar you don't want to set up against something with multi-wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Titanopod against anything you can storm pushes everything, sure.
Yeah. It's nice to see the Venomous Fortress for the poison.
Yeah, so that's likely going to go into the Skink Warriors, I think.
Yeah, the ones with spear, I believe.
Yeah.
So you have 2 pretty nice combat units still, because nice poison, and the other one has 3 mentors. Kaimon mentors.
I played against Tyrus Kutus, Venomous Fortress, Skink Warrior, Horde. And the amount of attacks that comes out is just insane.
Yeah.
Like the Tyrus Kutus from the Fortress, I think he gets like 10 attacks or something. And then you get the other, what's that gonna be? The Horde Spears, another 30 attacks or something. So you have 40 attacks with poison.
Yeah. And then the Kaimon Elders to be there in the middle, maybe.
Yeah, it's Saurian Ancients is just solid.
Yeah, very solid. That's a nice word. Yeah.
Yeah. Sylvans. Yeah, Forest Prince on Great Elk with Wild Hunter.
Yeah, I was looking at this list and I was missing the cosmology mage.
Oh, for the perception of strength.
Yeah. So he only has shamanism for one time for the extra strength, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if some champion. Oh, the Briar Maidens have a champion that is a conclave.
I'll check which one they have.
They have. I think they have Break the Spirit and the Witchcraft. Well,
Not here, not here.
I don't think they have Perception.
No, me neither. But I got them here. Let's see.
I'm
Truth of Time.
personally quite afraid of the Wild Hunter Forest Prince.
Yeah, Truth of Time, Master of Earth, and Break the Spirit.
Yeah.
You're scared from the Force Prince.
From the
Why?
yeah.
A lot of strength.
A lot of strength, a lot of attacks, a lot of killing. So even if he goes into Chosen, I think he has 4 attack space, 5 from Wild Hunter, 6 also, I think.
Yeah, there's gonna be
6
6 attacks on the charge, strength 8, AP4 on agility 10.
with Battle Focus.
Yeah, better focus. Yeah.
So on a lucky roll, you're looking at 8 hits or something. So he'll be 7, yeah, 7 wounds.
Wow, hitting on 2s, so normally just
6.
6 hits.
Yeah.
Becomes 6. 6 attacks, 6
Becomes
hits.
5 wounds. No, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, strength 8, so yeah, insane. And he also has a 2 up armor save with a 4 up fortitude,
Well, I
resilience 5.
didn't even know that they could get to a 2-up armor save with that build. But that's cool.
The Elf
Elk
Cloak.
gives 1. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
I
super
think
nice.
the character is worth it, and I think the rest of the list doesn't really properly support the build. Because you have one direction where you go Wild Huntsman, and then the other where you go for Thicket Beasts and the Dryads.
So you mean they are too slow, the thicket beasts?
They do completely different things.
You have Anvil and
Yeah.
then
Yeah. But then you might as well just take, I don't know, 30 Forest Guard in core, right? That's also a decent anvil.
yeah. I don't know. I like the stillborn or the bodyguard, right, with the thicket beast shepherd.
Yeah. There must be a reason why not that many people take Thicket Beast.
Flaming, maybe.
Yeah, but then still you have your Aegis, because you don't have regen. The enemy just gets reroll to wound, right?
For me, the only problem about this list is not having cosmology there. That's the only thing. Well, not problem with. The only thing I'm missing.
Okay, yeah.
I think I would change that for the Bio Maidens if it still fits.
I think it. Ooh. You have 1800 points in characters that you can spend, right? And he's at 1500-ish. So you could do it, yeah.
Yeah,
Wizard Apprentice with the Book of Arcane Mastery.
yeah. I do see your point. Like the Dryads and the Thicket Beasts. Like, why do you go for the Dryads? And why do you go for the Thicket Beast? Yeah, I think I see your point there.
Yeah, like for the Dryads as well, you can take 2 times 15 small guy. If you're anyway taking the Cosmo Perception guy and you have the added Shamanism, then I would put in the 2 times 15 core guys with paired weapons.
Yeah, or even more archers.
Or
And if you
more
take
archers.
out the Thicket Beast Shepherd and the Thicket Beast himself, then you have 755 points to spare for a big combat unit.
Oh.
If you want
Well,
combat.
I mean,
Yeah.
I, I think for me it's only the Dryads that I would just get out.
Yeah.
And maybe even the Dryad Ancient then as well.
Yeah, the combination there.
Yeah.
Then he has a lot of points for the cosmology there.
Then again, this guy is just gonna win the tournament, and then we're sitting here with our nonsense.
Hmm?
Strauss with Kingdom of Aquitaine.
Yeah, I believe he was playing Infernal Dwells,
Yes.
and now he changed to this.
Yeah.
I wonder why, because it was Kingdom received a big nerf
I
several
think
times,
he's just bored with
according to our
Infernals.
coup player.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They apparently they got nerfs upon nerfs upon nerfs.
yeah, this one as well. 2 times with the Knights of the Quest.
Yeah.
The Hooded Man, Fey Knight.
Do
Oh,
you
I
know
do like.
if the paladins? Do you think they're gonna go into units? I think so,
On
right?
a reverse unicorn. Are they
And
allowed?
I think they are. Because then
Yes.
you get magic resistance on your unit, Strider, and that's it or something.
Let's see.
And then the paladins are basically Aquitaine lords without the knightly order things,
Yeah,
and
so
with
they have
divine
a
attacks.
so strength 5. The one is shield breaker, so a lot of AP.
Yeah,
Only 4 attacks. Strength 5 is nice.
4 attacks only.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the one. And then the revert unicorn,
okay.
also 2 attacks, strength 4.
Oh,
And
they are
then the
way
other one,
less scary than I thought they were.
yeah, the other one has 4 attacks, strength 7, AP 4.
Yeah, divine.
Yeah, yeah. It's for how many points? 360 and 350.
Yeah. Do they
No, 65.
always? They don't always have all the horizon things, right? Or do they?
No. Honesty.
Okay.
No, because of honesty, I don't think they have it. Otherwise, they have to be sainted.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No.
Okay. Because the druid is the damsel is the sainted one on this list.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a different approach with having those characters instead of the big guys. The
Yeah.
paladins were.
So basically, you still have the magic. You still have a small character. Then you spend 700 something points on 2 paladins instead of 1 insane character.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is really weird if you play druidism. Because normally druidism helps you with the fact that your very expensive character can't really die that easily. So
Yeah.
then I would play divination with this.
But he also has the folk hero, which is a cleric, and then the auto guys. So I do think he has a lot of options to grow. So if he loses,
Yeah, so then
then he
you
can
want to
grow.
play more expensive characters, right? Because
No, but also the units. The units can grow back.
yeah, okay, units as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Knights of the Quest, they are the ones to go for because they have so much value if you can grow them back.
Yeah. 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 Especially the quest knights. They are really good.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
after they charged.
they are
So
really good if you can grow them back.
yeah, but this is like the combination of being to have some staying power there,
Yeah,
and still be able to grow back.
yeah. I
And
think me
maybe
personally, I would never play this army because if you lose 5 Knights of the Quest in combat at some point, then it's just over, right?
yeah,
Like you
yeah,
can regrow 2 in your magic phase, and you have 5 again, but the opponent's gonna strike again. You're gonna lose your knights.
after they charged, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe I get to play against it, and then I get absolutely wiped.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, Knights of the Quest is so
So this
overpowered.
is how it works. Yeah, yeah. It might be nice against your chosen. Well, they only have AP2, with the Knights of the Quest on the charge. So that's not a lot.
Yeah,
Now
my chosen mod is going to be a big problem for him.
yeah, especially with your weapon, so you get a lot of attacks again.
Yeah. Ticho with demons.
Yeah, it's funny the names. Tisho and the next one is Tigo.
Yes.
So this
Yeah.
guy did bring two big characters.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically it's a question of do you have an answer against the characters or do you not?
2 times Hope House. The Mage Blight Gremlins. I don't see them a lot, do you?
No, not really.
No. I don't even know what they do.
They can ambush around magic users, which now makes sense because you just have a lot of magic users in the game with all the conclaves that have been popping up everywhere.
Okay. So
So
ambush against magical users.
yeah, ambush like 6 inches away from something with channel or something like that.
Oh, cool. And then they shoot with your venom because they have venom. Obviously, poison.
Poison.
Also with shooting, close
No, they
combat.
don't shoot. They just fight a bit. But
Okay.
it's mostly chaff that can still hunt some stuff down sometimes.
Yeah, they have 5 attacks each.
Yeah.
And for 3 with poison.
And against magic users, they get extra combat rest, I believe, or something.
Yeah, when determined combat score I side with at least one model with spell craving.
Yeah.
Gains plus X to the combat score, where X is the number of non-bound, non-attribute spells. No base contact with it.
That's good, isn't it?
That is, yeah, especially against like, where you see with the 10 spells.
The master of the Conrad Tower.
Yeah, the combat res is 10.
Hey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Never played against it before, never seen it, to be honest.
Oh.
Quite interesting. A lot of small units.
It's definitely a different type of list to the list that we are used to with demons, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do
I
you think it's going to bleed a lot of points?
if I would play with it, yes.
Yeah.
But I think it takes a really skilled demons player to play this well because you cannot flee, and that is. It's always amazed me that some demon players can play MSU because with units that are fearless, I never managed to. Like I
Yeah,
always end up in a situation where you have one flank or one side of one unit that is just wrongly angled, and then everything falls apart.
yeah. Nah.
But maybe Cho is gonna teach us how the game is being played. Or maybe it's Ticho.
Yeah, let's go for Ticho.
Ticho.
And here we have Tigo. Well, you talked about Furion's list. This
There we
one
are
has some.
again.
Yeah, cool. I played against this list. For instance, like the Sea Guard Reapers. They do a ton of damage
Yeah.
with the AP10, so that's super nice.
Yeah, they need some time to make them work, but if you play the 6 turns and you can make them survive, then they deal quite a lot of damage.
Yeah.
It's also really reliable damage. Like they cannot misfire. They will chip a couple of wounds every turn.
I do notice the High Prince. It's not on Griffin anymore, or on the Small Beast.
Small beast.
Everything is on foot except for the first one. Oh no, Horse,
Horse.
Griffin, and on foot.
Yes. Yes, I think this is one of.
Oh, it changed. He changed his list since the last time I played against him.
I don't know who came up with this, but someone came up with the fact that a commander on horse with Duskforged is actually quite good.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair. You've also
Reroll
seen it
one.
at the ETC even without the lance, just with a potion of strength.
That's nice for the combat res as well. Also a nice output.
Yeah.
With the dragon stuff.
Yeah, and I
Also,
must say, from my experience with my Dread Prince on Raptor with minimized discipline, it's just so amazing to have a piece that you can put in front of something. Just go like, yeah, charge me, I don't really care.
yeah, but the Raspberries does have a nice output.
Yeah. Yeah,
This,
there's still a difference, but
yeah.
your BSB with Potion of Strength, yeah, you might still do a couple of wounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Grey Watches are one of my personal favorites in
Really good. Yeah,
Harmelen.
underappreciated.
Yeah, nobody seems to play them, but I find them quite good. Yeah.
-1 to hit is crazy. Oh, I hit you on a 2-up. Because else.
Combination with Navigator's Banner is quite funny, but it also really helps the rest of the list. So.
It sure does. Yes.
And Maranar with the Undying Dynasties.
Yeah. Yeah, now you see them again, the Battle Sphinxes.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny how that works, right? Like, you have choices that become 15 points cheaper or something, and then suddenly everybody's like, oh, wow. Like, on the list, it makes a difference of 30 points. 30 points is like 2 Necropolis Guard. Could you not live with 2 Battle Sphinxes and 2 Necropolis Guard less?
I think they're always good, but
Yeah.
sometimes other things are better, and maybe right now the Battle Sphinxes are just a bit over
Yeah.
the other ones.
Yeah.
And then big unit of Necro Guard. Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
He doesn't have characters to put in there, does he? The Pharaoh.
I think the Pharaoh is going to go in there.
Yeah, and then giving his weapon skill there, Lethal Strike, I believe.
I think if I would play something like this, I would include 1 unit of skeletons with the banner of the Entombed instead of the chariots, just in case you get into a matchup where you don't want to put your Pharaoh in the Necropolis Guard.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you still have a way out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to have an easy scoring unit with ranks instead of.
Yeah, where your Pharaoh cannot be targeted.
Yeah, also. I do miss the guy that gives battle focus to the unit on the Necro card. That would be amazing to have him there.
Well, they have battle focus, I believe, but they don't. Oh, no, they don't. Oh.
I think they get
Right.
Lethal Strike and the offensive from the Pharaoh.
Okay. Yeah, he is missing the. If you play a 34 guy unit, then you need to include a character of like 100 points, yes.
Yeah, you do get the same problem again. Like this is one big unit here, with support units around it. If you can manage to chef it all game or ignore it.
Yeah, in that sense, maybe this list is a bit less good than the other Undying Dynasties lists that we see.
Yeah, we just march up in your face with a Relentless Company, and then you have to deal with it. And if you can run around it, then you're fine. If you can't, it will take your unit.
Well, which list cannot just walk around it? The only thing you need is 1 chaff unit, right?
Yeah, unless he just probably does. Yeah, 1 chef. So that's gonna be Nico because he doesn't have any chef.
Too bad, Nico. Good luck. Yomi, also with Undying Dynasties. Also with Necropolis Guard. This time backed up with a couple more skeletons.
Yeah, so let's see. Master of Evocation, Add of Divination, Pharaoh. Yeah, I believe the Tomb Harbingers are the ones that give some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
he
then
did go all in.
you also have the Nomarchs and you have the Architects. And the Architects give stuff to construct stuff, things. But the Harbinger is the one that boosts the guard, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Halberds makes sense if you run Divination.
Oh, and the one with the second scepter, it gets Autonomous and Stubborn.
Oh, nice. That's cool, because then you can just run away. think
And
this is
then
a better list than the other one.
I think it is, yeah. Like if you go for it, you have to go fully for it, and that's what this guy is doing.
But the Banner of the Relentless is something that I would include.
Yeah. He doesn't have it. Oh, he doesn't have it. No banner at all there.
No.
Oh, that's
A shame.
oh, that's yeah.
I don't know if you need 4 Scarab Swarms or if you can run them in 3. But then just run them in 3 and take the banner.
I do like the combination with the Death Mask of the Put on the second Harbinger. It's giving you minus offensive, I believe.
Yeah.
And the Undying Will gives you extra offensive, so it's gonna hit you maybe on 5s.
Yeah.
The Scarab Swarms, they start at 2, so if you go to 2, that is saving you 80 points.
Yeah, so you need to go to 3 and then you're at 40 points
Yeah, then you have
discount,
your
which
banner.
is the Relentless banner.
Yeah. That was a nice option there.
Yeah, it's really funny to see that we don't see any of these Tomb Cataphracts anymore, but we do see Sphinxes everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Which one do you prefer, Battle Sphinx or Dread Sphinx?
In general, generally for monsters, I always prefer the option that can deal better with everything that's not infantry because you don't have Thunderstorm. So any option that is better against Knight and other monsters and stuff like that. So the Dread Sphinx.
Yeah. You do miss the fly because of the fly. You do miss the rank.
Yeah, I don't care.
Not against like in this list, it being everything around the Necrograph.
Well then, the only difference is 1 round of combat, right?
Yeah, but it's nice to have a flank charge there.
Yeah, but then you can also use another unit. I think he also has both. So generally, I prefer the Dread Sphinx because I think there's other things in your army that can do the same role as the Battle Sphinx.
Okay.
But having played against the Battle Sphinx, I was also quite surprised at the damage output.
Yeah, strength 7 from the Dread Sphinx is nice, but the other one is 4 guys on top.
Yeah.
Also with Lethal Strike, so
yeah.
both good.
Zantetsuka with the last list.
Demons.
Is this going to be the best demons list?
Probably.
Probably, nobody cares.
Let's see. Sirens, Eidolons, Warders. And
I think it's a bit more of a standard demons list, right? You have like a big guy that's good protected. You do some magic. You do quite a lot of magic actually in this list.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at as well. What lore is on the Kaluma's Deceiver?
He has protean magic, so he has all kinds of different spells.
Yeah.
So it's
fast.
Yeah,
And
so he has Fractal. No, he has Ancestral 8 now. He has the Hereditary, Another Enemy, Witchcraft, I think.
Well, that's also nice. Yeah, Razor's Ring
And
and Hand of Heaven. And the Hereditary, of course.
Yeah.
So Hand of Heaven, that is nice. He does have an Adept with Tauma.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of magic.
Yeah, it's a lot of magic.
Yeah. But to be honest, that's it.
Yeah. Like he doesn't have a combat block other than the Hoarders.
The Warders. Yeah. That's it.
Like sure the Succubi are also a combat block, but this with demons it's always you have specific counters to things, right? So the Succubi are a little bit AP and just standard infantry killing machines. And they don't do well against anything else. And the Hoarders do really well except against armor.
Yeah, then he has the Eidolons, but he has what's the name on the general? Piercing Spike. so extra AP.
Ooh.
Is it this greater Dominion? Yeah, Guiding Spike. Guiding Pierce Spike is on the Harmelen.
Oh yeah, so plus 1 AP.
Yeah.
For the succubi 1 unit.
Yeah, so that is nice.
That's not gonna be enough. I think he has to rely on his magic to do enough damage, and if he doesn't, then that's it.
Yeah.
But for example, against a list like Edwin's, I think this would win.
Yeah, this is enough for them.
Yeah.
But it's like an exception to have a list with
Yeah.
small units that are really expensive.
Yes. And Edwin has a lot of small units, but like the board space that this guy is gonna take to do his game is gonna be so limited that MSU is not gonna be that effective against it.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah. It's a cool collection of lists.
Yeah. Do you have any favorites?
It's quite different from last year, I find, as well. Except for the high one elves, they are always the same.
My favorite is definitely Lord GH.
Oh yeah, with the
the
well, he has to be the favorite, right? With the where is he? Here, yes, let's go.
yeah.
Yes,
I think
yeah,
it's really nice.
yeah.
Super.
This is gonna be the favorite.
Okay, so Gerard, we want you to win.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for recording with me, Arm, and
Yes.
everybody viewing. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then next time.